Who else works here? What do you think happened? Naja,
What's
immer
the
der
purpose
Reihe
of this
nach.
lab? Plant studies?
So richtig,
It's a TP lab.
eine korrekte, kriminalistische Befragung. Nope.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms from scratch. That's flowering plants.
Warum?
Gee, thanks.
Erinnert-
Why would people want new
Nein,
flowers?
ich spiele jetzt kein Termination.
The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch. Aside from yourself, who else works in this laboratory?
There's my intern, Martin Meester, operates the factoring line. If you meet him, it's easy to see why they put him in here. And until recently, there was Dr. Baxter.
Okay.
Tell me about Mr. Meester.
He came over from Eurofed on a study program. He's young. I guess we're all like that in our youth.
Good colleague?
He's all right. He got on board with that annoying Maladist trend. He knows how to follow instructions, so I let him get on with it.
His visa still active?
Dr. Lau, we do not employ undocumented illegals in this lab.
Just trying to
Das
check. I'm
haben
sure
schon
you
andere
understand.
gesagt.
Tell me about Dr. Baxter.
Oh, he was bad enough to work with in the 60s. As part of his parole, they stuck a governor in his head. Since then, it's like talking to a badly written synthetic.
You don't care for him a great deal,
That man killed Vicky. Frankly, he deserved what he got.
but you still work with him.
He worked for me. It was another part of his parole. Vickerman's management persuaded centralized government that his skills were going to waste in prison. The company wanted him supervised by someone who knew him. Hence, they dragged my sorry ass in.
What did you have him doing?
He organized the specimen bank. It's the kind of thing we could just leave him at for hours on end. Days, sometimes. Really, it could have just been done by the facility's AI, but I had to give him something.
Otherwise, you'd have to talk to him?
Exactly.
Ja, was stellen wir fest? Sie mochte Baxter nicht sonderlich. Also könnte er auch sie ihn getötet haben.
You've got a keen mind. What's your take on this?
Hey, I'm not the detective, young lady. You know what I think? I think Regis did what they ought to have done 20 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, something strange. Since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
Okay. What's that you working on? An was sie gerade arbeitet? Ja, Research with the Regis ist... kennt sie ihn
You knew
gut?
Regis as well.
Yeah, I was on a
Meinen
research team with him and his
Arbeitskollegen,
wife
meinen
back in the
Sehr-Kollegen.
60s. Baxter, too.
You've apparently known him a long time. Does this seem like something Regis would do?
Oh, after what he did to Vicky, I'd have strangled Baxter, too. I tell you, if he did do it, I wouldn't blame him one bit.
You think he did it, though?
I don't know. He was always kinda shady.
Tell me about it.
They made him do some real awful stuff out in the hot zones.
Such as...
Let's just say his escape led to a whole lot of people being jailed for war crimes.
Naja. What's that you working on? Eduardo Vargas, Security Research... Wo fangen wir denn da? Es werden ja mal mehr Fragen! Eduardo Vargas. Ey, sag mir erstmal, was du
You
hier
seem
treibst.
preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take.
Oh,
I could
shit.
punch Regis for this.
Und ja, ich weiß, was
I
das
want to
heißt.
shake
Immerhin
his hand
arbeite
for
ich im
Baxter, so it kinda evens
im
out.
medizintechnischen Bereich. What's wrong with the samples?
What's been done to the samples?
He's used a customized viral vector to add huge amounts of junk DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch.
Was?
Huh. Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think so?
Aber?
It's incomplete.
Uh-huh.
The two samples only make up a third of the data. But M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's left a message.
What does it say?
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's engineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill the gaps in the clue he left.
Pick up DNA sampler, okay. Remind me how the sampling works. Huh?
So, how do I build more of the message?
You've got to use the sampling tool to get DNA from the plants around the lab. The sampler can take 3 readings before it needs to be reloaded.
Okay.
In some areas of the lab, the atmospheric controls will prevent the reading being taken.
Apparently, he wants me to find certain samples. I've got to think about where I'm going to find them.
Darn right. We've got a whole lot of A right now.
Okay. Specimen bank, the message, any other times you know of the... Ja gut, dann lassen wir die
Then if you'll
Befragung
excuse
mal.
me, I'll get back to work.
Dann lassen wir die Befragung mal. Yellow Epigel Plants, Blue Plants. Hier drüben ist eine Tür, Readouts, Gene Sequencer, Production Lab, Exit, Red Flowered Tree. Was haben wir hier oben? Da haben wir noch... Das, okay. Production Lab. Ja, dann schauen wir uns mal ein bisschen um, würde ich sagen. Und dann gucken wir mal, wo wir überall Sachen herkriegen. Red Plants, Blue Wines, Production Line, Yellow Blooms, okay. Seed Bank, Pipes. Ich weiß nicht, schauen wir uns mal um. Airlock, ist es die eine...
Warning. Security clearance not valid for access to growth lab. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
Okay, ich darf da nicht rein. Und dafür muss ich da nochmal ein Wörtchen mit ihr reden. Mit der... Ach
Oh
du
God, what a mess.
Scheiße. Seedbank Console, Rail Drone. Aha, okay. Wollen wir doch mal gucken. Lassen wir mal den Leichnam außer Acht. Gucken wir erstmal, was es hier so gibt. Avloya, Terformis, Avena. Alter, die haben ja alle... Ah, das ist... Das ist alphabetisch sortiert. So, Avloya, undergoing weaponization, specifically targeting pollinating insects, Greater Han Republic. USA? Warte mal, ich denke... Ne, schade, doch nicht. Schade. Das wird der Klient Greater Han Republic. Das klang gerade sehr interessant für mich. Dachte vielleicht bei dem Buchstaben M hätte ich das auch noch. Rail Drone. Dann könnten wir das ja eigentlich, oder?
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Genau. Das brauchen wir jetzt erstmal nicht mehr. Wir brauchen jetzt das nächste. Attempts being mode to isolate useful genomes. Attempts being mode to isolate useful genome sections and reduce incidence of fatal consumption side effects. Da kann man... Ist es ein O? Ja, ist ein O, ne? New strains are currently in development to cope with rapidly changing European climate. Discovered recently in the Amazon Conservation Zone A.